It's the opening day of action in the eastern section of the AFC Champions League for 2022. And the second match at the Pathum Thani Stadium sees the Filipino side, United City FC, taking on Jeonnam Dragons from Korea in the second match of the day in Group G. This is one of the venues that was used as a centralised venue last season as well. The home side, BG Pathum United, took on Melbourne City FC earlier, a 1-1 draw in that one. So a win for either of these sides tonight would give them an early psychological boost of going top of the group. 6 games coming up in 17 days for these teams. It is quite a brutal schedule that they have to endure. The temperature was up around 37 degrees a little earlier on. We'll look at that in a moment, but there is confirmation of that point apiece earlier on for BG Pathum United and Melbourne City FC making their debut. One of 2 City Group-owned teams, including Mumbai City FC, that are in the western section of the competition this year. So still 34 degrees. Pleasant if you're sitting around just watching the football, maybe. Not so much if you're going to have to run around for 90 minutes. Humidity's risen a little bit as well to 51%. So normally we would be telling you that 40 teams are taking part, 20 in each section. But of course we did have a withdrawal earlier on in the week. Shanghai Port FC deciding that with the COVID situation not favouring them at the moment, they've decided to withdraw from the competition. So in Group J, that will just now consist of 3 teams: Chiang Rai United from Thailand, Hong Kong's KIT, who did so well last year, and Vissel Kobe from Japan. The regulations do allow for a team dropping out, so they will tweak the regulations in terms of finding out the best second-place team by levelling the games up and that sort of thing. But Shanghai Port unable to take their place in the competition this season, which is a blow for them, of course. But still, COVID lurking around in 1 or 2 countries. Last year, this centralised group format got underway and completed without any major disruption. Let's hope we get the same this year. So the eastern section had been started today. The western section, of course, have been playing for 8 days now. Most of the teams have completed 3 matches in the western section. It's a busy time for football in Asia, and of course all building up to a World Cup in Qatar in November. Which will be a first Winter World Cup. Stadiums are still nicely air-conditioned, and if you're lucky enough to be out there, you can take in 2, maybe 3 games a day, because the stadiums are all within easy reach of Doha. Plenty of these players that are playing here will hope to represent their countries if they've qualified for the World Cup. Korea Republic are there, of course. Last year we had 2 sides from the Philippines in the group stages, Kaya and United. Kaya actually missed out in the playoffs this year as they were looking to make it through to their 2nd successive AFC Champions League group stage campaign. There's the United City substitutes. Certainly enjoying their participation. There's not too many professional teams in the Philippines. It's a very short league. Was suspended as well because of the COVID situation. And that blue AFC flag is the prelude to the 2 teams coming out in just a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome
Jeonnam Dragons currently 5th in K-League 2. It's very unusual to find a team playing in the AFC Champions League that don't represent the top league in their country, but Jeonnam Dragons have been down in K-League 2 for a couple of years now. Qualified for this by winning the cup competition. Well, United City haven't had a massive Champions League campaign before. They have competed quite a lot in the AFC Cup. Match officials are all from the UAE, 4th official from Oman. No VAR, as we've told you a few times now in this competition. So, as always, the sides will line up. It is the regular format. They'll do the fist bumps instead of the handshakes. There's the Jeonnam Dragons captain, KOR leading his team along the line. One or two Filipino supporters have made it into the stadium. Let's take a look at the teams. Jason With is the United City head coach, son of the former Aston Villa and European Cup winner Peter With. And he goes in a 4-4-2 formation. Daniels Kenshiro and Ricky Sendra are up front. Number 9, Mike Ott, is the captain. Jurboev is a Tajikistan midfielder. Referees Ammar Ali Al-Nejbi from the UAE. Mike Ott, the captain, is one of the attacking midfielders in the United City lineup. Kim Dasol, 33-year-old goalkeeper in his second season at Jeonnam. Because they are known as either Jeonnam or Jeonnam Dragons as well, depending on the variation of the Korean language. Two assistants are from the UAE, the 4th official, Kazim Al-Hatmi from Oman. Well, Jeonnam Dragons haven't had the best of times in the K-League 2 at the moment. They've won just 3 of their 10 games so far this season. They'll be looking to try and get some goals. They haven't scored too many this season, just 8 goals in 10 games in the league. They go with a 3-4-3. In Hyuk, Lana and Chanwol are the 3 players up front. 5 substitutes available for both sets of coaches. And with the hot temperatures, I'm sure we'll probably see those be made as well. United City, all in black. Well, both sides will be hoping to get off to a winning start here. 6 games to come. Still played in a home and away format, despite the fact we're at a centralised venue. And the countdown to kick-off is the prelude for United City FC against Jeonnam Dragons in Group G in the AFC Champions League 2022. Jeonnam kicking from right to left in the first half. Qualified by winning the 2021 Korean FA Cup, which is why they're playing in this competition, despite the fact that they're in the second tier of the K-League. Forward by Seokhyun. It's Taewon. Did play in the group stages last season. United City FC finished third in the group, behind Kawasaki Frontale and Daegu. They picked up 4 points. They beat Beijing and then drew with the same opposition, Beijing finishing bottom of the table last season. Yeah, Jason With didn't have the success of his father as a player. He played mainly in the reserves and non-league football before going into coaching. He had a bit of a time at West Bromwich Albion early on his career. Jong Kyung-jun played for Pohang Steelers, Jeonbuk Hyundai Motors during the course of his career. He was actually the interim coach of Jeonnam Dragons in 2019 before taking over a year later. Song-hyuk. There's no doubt there's going to be a difference in quality between the Korean Republic side and the Philippine side, but we saw last season with FC Kaya, the effort that they put in just makes up for maybe their lack of, not necessarily quality, but their lack of competitiveness as a team against the higher ranked nation. Here's Daniels. The referee saw there was no foul, so allowed the play to go on. Daniels just slowly getting back to his feet now. That'll be a throw into United City. Jason into the corner. Hokan goes across. Well, that's nicely done. Aimed in towards Hartman in the centre. And Jeonnam just playing the ball around deep inside their own final third at the moment, just asking a few questions. Daniels just keeping them under pressure. Played in this for KOR FC last season, Daniels Kenshiro. Followed by Amirek Jerboev, the man from Tajikistan. Top team in each group go through, by the way. Don't forget, it's the 3 best second-place sides that will join them to make up the 8 teams from the East and West in the knockout stages. Pintus. Born in Switzerland to a Swiss father and a Filipino mother, Anthony Pintus began his career at Grasshoppers. Sun Hyuk. Got that width through midfield with the three up the back, Song Gyol and Sato on the left-hand side, giving Jeonnam Dragons that little bit of width. Long angle ball to Song Gyol. Song Hyun. Sato. That's going to roll all the way through to Pintus in goal. Good cover in defending. United have got the ball in the corner. Hartman will take the throw. Taiwan. In Hyuk. Hokang. Song Gyol. Game not being played at a terrific pace at the moment. It's a good challenge, allowing the ball to run to the captain, Ott. Based in New Clark City, United City. They were formerly known as Ceres and then Ceres Negro up until 2020. The club was sold during the pandemic and most of the squad retained, and then it became United City FC. Good ball in, flicked away by Sun Hyuk. Be a corner. That was a good ball in. First time we've really seen some quality into the penalty area from either side. Actually, Taiwan that got a little flick on that. Player's been at Jeonnam Dragons all his career for the last 6 years now. Daniel's trying to find himself a bit of space. Might not be one to mess with, Daniels Kenshiro. His father is the Hollywood actor and retired kickboxer Gary Daniels. Hartman with the corner. Back in by Djuraboev. Ott goes down in the area. Referee had a look and said no penalty. Still it's alive for the United. Mike Ott complaining to the referee. Sendra's coming as well. And he's going to get a telling off from the referee for his reaction. Well, it's a first real big moment of the game that we've seen. Was the contact? Well, Ott seemed to catch the back of Ho Kang's leg. It's another corner, though. Be taken by Mark Hartman, player that was born in Southampton in the UK. Doesn't miss out the front man. Djuraboev. Forresuelo with a poor ball that's just has too much of E-ball and gives away the throw. This is Jeonnam Dragons' third season in the AFC Champions League group stages. Won 3 of their 6 matches to finish second in the group in 2007. 2008, they were in a group with Melbourne Victory, Gamba Osaka and Chonburi. 4 wins in 12 overall. Taewon. Seokhyun. Challenged by Sendra. Nice ball played through as well. Well, that's a poor ball. Lack of composure. You can see where Ott was going towards that near post. Daniels acknowledges that he didn't really think that through. Went for the first time cross. Ott just wanted it rolled in. He was saying, keep it low. Jung Kyung-jun not happy that they've allowed that space for the Filipinos to get in behind their defence. Song-gyeol forward. It's coming straight back at him, though. Haven't spent too much time in the United half of the field at the moment. Jeonnam Dragons. Sato. Seokhyun. Caught in possession again. Forward by Daniels looking for Ott. Ball bobbling around. He's got a free kick to United. Just bobbled up. Sato just getting the block. Lingbo. Djuraboev. Enjoying some good possession at the moment, Jason with side. Had that chance a moment or so ago where Daniels skied one over the top. A bit more composure and they could have had a goal-bound effort. We haven't had too many efforts on target in the opening quarter of an hour. Djuraboev. Lingbo. Djuraboev. Robertson. Ott. Hartmann was looking for that one played over the top. Good press by Robertson there, the centre-back. Four-time United FC have won the Filipino League. 2017, 18, 19, 20. They are the top-ranked team in the Philippines at the moment. So Kaya also played in a playoff, but were beaten for a place in the group stages of this AFC Champions League. Cut out by Florenzuelo. Djuraboev. Seokyun. Taiwan. Not too much going on ahead at the moment for the Koreans. Plana. Song-yeol. Hits Daniels. It was important as well because we're just trying to work that into the channel. On ball over the top, looking for Hartmann. Those three central defenders, though, have managed to sweep most of those things up so far. Taiwan. Son Hyuk did well to keep possession. Daniels. See the Korean coach on the sidelines, John Kyung-jun, very animated. Djuraboev. Little fortunate, it just span away from him. Sato managed to get a foot in. Seokyun. Djuraboev. Just out of the reach of Ott. Margin sometimes. Song-yeol. Short pass almost allowed Ott in, but Jeonnam keep the ball. Too much on that for Song-yeol. Actually play at the Gwangyang Football Stadium, Jeonnam Dragons. It's one of the first football-specific stadiums built in the Korean Republic. Most of the bigger stadiums, of course, have the running tracks around the outside. It's actually known as the Dragons' Dungeon. Dizon. Wasted ball over the top. Jason With making a few notes on the sidelines. Last two clubs in his playing career, he actually finished his career in a non-league situation, Stafford Rangers and Telford United, two clubs in the UK. Coming up to towards the midway points of the first half. I think uneventful would be a good way to describe it. Just one shot from either team. Neither has not hit the target, sorry. Had a reasonably good crowd in earlier on for the BG Pathum United game. Of course, it is their home stadium, but just one or two fans of each dotted around. There's a Korean flag just down in front, and one or two supporters from the Philippines here as well. Lingbo loses out, just tries to haul back in Hyok. Would have been a certain yellow card if the referee had given the foul and brought play back. Play continues. That comes off Chan-wol and goes for the corner. Just a word for Pete Forrisuelo. Corner to Jeonnam Dragons then. Leonard Planner, the Kosovan. First season at Jeonnam. Good header away. Everybody urged to come out and try and catch those white shirts offside if the ball comes back in again. Sato. Dassel. Song-yeol. Taiwan. Sukhyun. The central defenders have seen a lot of the ball in this first half, the Koreans. I always think it's a slight anomaly when they give you the amount of touches that a player's had and it's two defenders at the top. It means that they're not really pressing forward very far. Taiwan. A little bit too much on that for Song Yeol. Dizon. Ott trying to find Daniels. Still, it's not properly cleared by Jeonnam. That's a good ball if it's away from the keeper. Nobody challenged with a header, flicked away by Ho Kang. Still, we await the first shot on target. Duraboev. Lingbo. That's clumsy. Daniels was a little bit too far away to take that short pass from Lingbo. Here's Ott. Three players quickly around him to try and prevent him going forward. It means there's a little bit of space here for Hartmann. So born in Southampton, Hartmann had spells with Portsmouth and Swindon down in the south of England. He's only been at United City just over a year. He's also coach of a Manila women's team as well, the Manila Nomads, who are also apparently known as the Nomad Stretch Marks, which is an interesting name for a women's team. His first adventure into coaching, Mark Hartmann. Chanwol. Song Yeol. Close to the keeper. Plucked out of the air by Pintus. No problems for the goalkeeper at all. Because there is a goalkeeper who hails from the Philippines who plays in the EFL. Neil Etheridge plays for Birmingham City. Did pick up a bad head injury just a couple of weeks ago, which has kept him out for a while. Here's Mike Ott. For Asuelo. Duraboev. Lingbo. First time ball was too far ahead of Hartmann and of Daniels. Just that final third play at the moment for both teams really has not really created much. E-ball, that's in behind Ott. There's been some clumsy passing from both teams so far. Neither side has been able to have any sort of sustained possession, really, throughout the course of the match. It is the Koreans who've had more of the ball, 67% in the opening half an hour. Long angle ball should be comfortable for Simon Lingbo to deal with. Again, it was misplaced. There was no Jeonnam Dragons player anywhere near that ball when it came from distance. For Asuelo. Robertson. E-ball. Now a bit of space here for Mike Ott. Hartman. Oh, it's a heavy touch, but runs for Djuraboev. He got away with that one slightly. Djuraboev tries his luck, but never leaves the ground. Comfortable for the goalkeeper. Plana. Robertson sticking with him. Only one player in this centre at the moment, which is In Hyuk in the middle for Jeonnam. Sato. Taiwan. Taiwan goes long again, but there's just a real lack of quality on some of these passes at the moment. So as we said at the top of the game, it's unusual to see a side in the AFC Champions League that don't play in the top flight of their own country. Jeonnam in K-League 2. Djuraboev is the player that's gone down here. Played for Istiklal, won 6 league titles with them. Amirbek Djuraboev. Jason With seeming fairly pensive on the sidelines after the opening 34 minutes or so. His opposite number has been a lot more active on the technical area. So the Eastern section will conclude on the 1st of May, starting slightly later, 8 days later than the Western section. These sides play again on Monday. Jeonnam Dragons will take on BG Pathum United here, while Melbourne City will play United City FC. All the games in this group are played here at the Pathum Thani Stadium. A couple of groups taking place in Buriram, about 4 hours away from Bangkok. We've also got a group in Vietnam and a group in Malaysia as well. Lingbo. Reverse ball down the line for Daniels, but once again it's overhit. Well, into the corner. So free kick for Chamwall. Plenty of action in front of the goalkeeper. He needs to try and command his area if this comes close, Pintus. You see, they're just trying to hold that line if they can to... Let me see if there's any potential of catching an offside. It will be a bit of a stoppage. Poor free kick into the near post, doesn't miss out the first man. That's infuriating for coaches. When you practice training ground routines, I'm sure they always seem to work a little bit better than they actually do on the pitch. Chance for Hyok. Good save, Pintus. Comes out to Songyol. Over the top. Best chance of the game for Jeonnam Dragons so far. Hopefully the game will start to open up a little bit more in the second half. Both sides will want to try and get the 3 points, especially as the opening game in the group was drawn. Ott. Down the line for Daniels. And Songyol going back towards his own goal. Dassol just got a foot in time because Daniels was bearing down on him, looking for the loose ball. He's a busy player, Daniels. We saw that last season when he played for Kaya. Doesn't give the ball up easily, and Dassol just did enough and got there in time. Not. Hojin. Sato. Lingbo with the throw. Sendra. Challenged by Sato. Lost his foot in there, Lingbo. No hint of a challenge. Three minutes to go to half-time then. It's been a, as we say, uneventful first half. That one little half chance at the Jeonnam Dragons' end a moment or so ago when they were queuing up for shooting but couldn't find the target. Ho Kang. Taewon. Chanwol. Foul on Ho Jin by Ebal, who don't think he agrees with that, Dean Ebal, but it will be a free kick. Free kicks haven't really been utilised to their full potential so far in the match. Seokhyun over the free kick then. Is there a goal in this before half-time? Side-footed across, nobody in white. Ott will hook the ball away. Ho Kang. Chanwol. Planner. Corner conceded by Sendra. Covering plenty of ground, Sendra. He's down as a central midfielder. We've seen him in the attacking penalty area. We've also seen him there getting a tackle in and conceding a corner. That's the sort of effort that United are probably going to have to put in throughout the 90 minutes if they're to get something from the game. Pintus getting his defenders organised. Won't be too much added time at the end of the first half. A minute maybe. I don't think there's been any lengthy injury stoppages. Seokhyun with the corner. Pintus missed it completely. Hooked away by Daniels. And Juraboev completes the clearance. Just 1 minute. Good pressure this at the end of the first half. Offside though against Chanwol, who just went a fraction too early there. No, it looks as though it'll be a regroup at half-time for both teams. Come back out all level at the start of the second half. Chanwol. Well, there goes the half-time whistle. It was a game which didn't really get going in terms of the pace of the match. Nobody able to come up with anything decisive in front of goal. Just one shot on target each in that first half, but neither side able to make the breakthrough. Let's hope for a better second 45 minutes in terms of action in front of goal. And let's hope one of these teams can get themselves off and running with 3 points at the start of the campaign. Half-time here, it's United City FC 0, Jeonnam Dragons 0. Welcome back to the Pathum Thani Stadium. Teams out for the second half, 0-0 between United City FC from the Philippines and Jeonnam Dragons from Korea after that first 45 minutes. Not too many scoring opportunities. Both sides just had one shot on target in the first 45 minutes. Certainly they'll be looking to improve on that in the second half. There's the Melbourne City coach there in the middle, Patrick Kisnorbo, who saw his side draw 1-1 with BG Pathum United a little earlier on, just having a look at their next opposition, who will be United City FC. That game on Monday. So, Jeonnam in the huddle. United are just about to get themselves ready for the second half. So it will be United that get us underway, all in black, kicking from right to left in the second half. So goalless after that first 45 minutes. Not too many clear-cut chances. One or two misplaced passes and wasn't the best quality in the first half. Let's hope for a little bit better in the second. Doesn't seem to be any changes to either side in terms of personnel in the second half either. Straight away, Jeonnam on the attack, but again, unable to hit the target in Hyok. There is John Kyung-jun, the coach. Foul on Robertson. South African Alan Robertson played for the University of Pretoria, Amazulu and Stellenbosch. United City FC will hope for a resumption of their league this year after the season was cancelled last year due to COVID. Did win the Philippine League in 2020, which is why they're here in the competition. Jeonnam Dragons, fairly early days in K-League 2 when they go back after their 6 group games here. They currently sit 5th in the table. Hartman just getting a bit of a telling off for the referee for the challenge on In Hyok. Ho Jin. Ho Kang. It is only the top team that go through from each of the 5 groups in each East and West section. They'll be joined by the 3 best second place teams, Foul on Kurt Dizon, another player that was born in the UK, played for Crystal Palace's academy when he was a youngster. Ott. United ball. The Jeonnam players thought that should have gone the other way. Mike Ott, 3 players around him. Wins another throw. Throw taken by Lingbo. Ott. Djuraboev. That'd be a foul. Just stuck out a leg, Djuraboev, after the ball had gone. Again, no great malice, it was just clumsy from Djuraboev. It was a heavy touch when the ball came out to him. You can see him just overstretching, trying to get the ball, but it had been moved quickly by Sokhyun. "39 appearances for Tajikistan, Djuraboev. That was Planner just leaving the ball behind. Dizon. Ho Jin puts the ball out of play for a throw. No changes to either side as yet. Jason With there, the coach, says dad was a European Cup winner in the UK with Aston Villa. Chase on here for In Hyuk, but will be tidied up by Forresuelo. Wants to go back to Pintus in goal. Sendra. It's a good ball, picking out a little bit of space. Ott's through the centre. It's a man out wide. 3 waiting for the cross to come in. Looking for Daniels, nodded back. It's gone away from goal from Daniels. Sokhyun. Planner. Robertson got a foot in, didn't get too much on the ball though. Planner again. Lingbo manages to get the ball away. They've defended well so far, United City. Djuraboev has gone down injured again. I'm not sure whether that's a recurrence of that knock he had a moment or so ago, but he's in a bit of pain here. Amirbek Djuraboev. Good skills by Leonard Planner. Had played all his career in Sweden before coming to Korea. There he is again with a shot on the turn, which off target though. Yeah, just pulled the shot. It was a decent effort. He had a bit of space in the box there. He got his foot right round the ball though, which meant it didn't go anywhere near the target in the end. Came off the shin, in fact. Sendra not happy about the challenge. He has got the free kick though, so no need to run the risk of any unnecessary yellow cards. That was sporting from Taewon, who just went and shook his hand after Just using the arm in the back of the neck. Central defenders will always claim that they're just using it for elevation, that it's no malice in the fact they've caught the player in the back of the head. Sato. The ball was moving. I think the referee will pull that one back. He won't allow that to go. Amar Ali Al-Nejbi is the referee from the UAE. He's had a good game so far, hasn't needed to produce any yellow cards. He's managed to keep the game flowing and do what he's done well. Hokang. There'll be a break on here for Ebal. A couple of changes about to be made by Jeonnam Dragons. Have to survive this United City attack first, though. And again towards Ott. Good header from Suk-hyun. The quality of the crossing has not been great tonight. They're not missing out the first man, which is extremely frustrating. Chan Wool is coming off to be replaced by Hook Won. Players don't need to come off on this near side, they can go off at the nearest point. Song Yeol is also going off. And Kyu Huk is coming on as well. So first changes of the evening for Jeonnam Dragons. Lee Kyu-yuk played 15 times for Jeju United before moving. And Lee Hook-won played 6 times in the K-League 2 this season of the 10 games that Jeonnam Dragons have played. Ott. Hartmann's in the middle and just pulling away. That was Dizon arriving at the back of the area as well. Hartmann. Dizon stuck out a foot, but only sent it out for a goal kick. Just breaking down in the final third once again. Just a little bit of a lack of composure around at the moment. Still goalless then as we head towards the hour mark here in Thailand. Plana. Well played by Juraboev. He could be a key member for United City getting something from this game, Juraboev. If he can stay on, he's picked up a couple of knocks in the second half, but he looks okay at the moment. The Koreans always look good when they're in possession of the ball. Plana again just holding out that wide position, taking on Ebal. Might go for goal himself. Good save, Pintus. First time any goalkeeper really has had to make a save of any great note. Plana struck it viciously and Pintus got a good hand to that to turn it over. Good football from both sides. Plana has scored twice this season in the league. Both those goals coming in March against Bucheon and Busan Ipark. Sok-hyun is over the corner. Once again, another set piece comes to nothing. Plana's definitely getting more involved in the second half. The Kosovan Seeing a lot of the ball now, they realise that he's probably their creative spark at the moment. That shot a moment ago proved it. It was a good save from Pintus. Ho Kang's header. Jason With just trying to get some words across to his team. Has coached in Asia before. In fact, he's coached predominantly in Asia. Coached in Thailand with Tero Sasana. Also had a spell at Superpower Samut Prakan and Defo. Ho Kang. Sato. Ho Kang. Patient again from Jeonnam. United just happy to sit in midfield and just try and keep them as far away from goal as possible. It's not making for great watching for the neutrals at the moment, but both sides will be keen not to lose their first match. Sato caught by Sendra. He's Filipino, Ricky Sendra, but he was born in Argentina. Sokyun. Planner. Good challenge again by Juraboev. Hartman. Planner working hard and tackling back. That's another side to his game. Juraboev. Ott. Juraboev. Now Hartman. The ball went on the overlapping run. More to maybe try and take a defender with him and make some space. This is Ott. It's a heavy touch in the penalty area from Dizon. No foul on the edge of the box. Planner. Well, did well. Managed to keep the ball in play. The flag's gone up. Ball did just cross the line, according to the assistant referee on this near side. He thought he kept that in then. The whole of the ball does have to cross the line, of course. Ebal. Mike Ott. Forresuelo. Another one that's just gone out, trying to keep the ball in down the line. Kyu Hyuk is one of the substitutes that came on for Jeonnam earlier on in the second half. Hasn't got the height, that one, to get over the Ho Jin. Ho Jin. Hokang. United suffered a little bit of a blow in 2020. They reached the group stage of the AFC Cup, but the competition ended up being cancelled due to the COVID pandemic. It was a blow for them, having got through qualifying. So they did finish third in their group in the AFC Champions League last season, ahead of Beijing FC. Planner wriggles away from his man once again, bearing down on goal. He's already had one effort on goal. It comes off Robertson this time. Ott. Still going here, Ott. Hartman. Sendra. Robertson. Nobody's really tried to take the game by the scruff of the neck so far. Ebal, maybe he can come up with a good ball. That is a good ball in. Very nearly found its way through to Hartman. Ho Jin. Over the top for Hukwan. Hukwan, the substitute, former Busan I Park players, made 65 league games now for Jeonnam Dragons. And it is Jeonnam that are going to make another change. A couple of changes as well coming for United City FC. Nika Kashirava, the Georgian, he's going to come on. I think they might take the corner first, though. Sato, the Japanese, coming across to swing over this corner for Jeonnam. Well, referee has spotted some pushing in the penalty area, so free kick goes United City's way. Now I think we will see the substitutions. So for United City, Minagishi is coming on. And we're also going to see Posholo Bugas coming in for Jason With's side. And In Hyok is the man that's going off for Jeonnam Dragons, and Kashirava, the man coming on. So Daniels makes way, hasn't really seen too much of the ball in the second half. Dizon, the other player that's going off as well. So some fresh legs. It is very hot. It's still mid-30s here in Thailand. Kashirava, who began his career at Dinamo Tbilisi in 2012, 10 years as a professional, went to Rubin Kazan in Russia, didn't play for them though. Another player enjoying his, well, having his first season at Jeonnam Dragons. Sendra. Ott has had to come a little bit more deeper in the second half to get the ball back. Ho Kang. Just over 20 minutes to go. Still we await the breakthrough here at the Pathum Thani Stadium. Comes off E-bar a little bit. Throw to Jeonnam Dragons. Jeonnam have brought on Park Hee-song as well, by the way, the number 12. Jason Whiff not happy with that decision. Kashareva plays it back in. And the shot from Sato is deflected wide. Well, the substitute almost having an immediate impact. Good play by Robertson, who got the challenge into see that deflect wide for a corner. Pushing and shoving in the box, it's Bugas, the substitute, that's only just come on, that's been warned by the referee for the Nerjan Kasharava. John Kyung-jun looks on. What can his side do from the set piece? They haven't really caused many problems. They've got a big target man in there now with Kashareva. It's over him. It's just flicked away from in front of goal. Another corner. Pintus made that one wonderful save in the second half from Plana. Taiwan is trying to find himself some space. It's right the way across. Pintus missed it. No one able to get a touch. And stabbed away for another corner. Hartmann got the ball away. There was hesitancy there in the United City defence. Nobody able to react in white to stab that home. It was a glorious chance had they reacted quicker. In at the near post again. Little flick and the ball goes wide. Goal kick this time. So another corner comes to nothing. Are we to get the breakthrough, I wonder? 0-0, 17 minutes to go. Good jump by Sun Hyuk. Down the line for Planner. Robertson comes across. Apart from that one save, Pintus hasn't had a huge amount to do in the second half. Here, Jason With will take a point at this stage of the game. There's an injury here to Ebal. Just a bit of cramp, I think, for Dean Ebal. It is quite a tough group, this, with BG Pathum United and the big money of Melbourne City FC. Jason With will be mindful of the tough games that are to come. Then they do take on Melbourne City FC next. Patrick Kisnorbo is looking on with his coaching staff. Jeonnam Dragons will play BG Pathum United in their second game. Jeonnam Dragons free kick then. Can they put pressure on the Pintus' goal as we enter the final quarter of an hour? Juraboev gets the ball away. Not very far though. Goes out of play. Ott will pursue but won't manage to get there. I think we're going to see another change now. Maybe Ebal that possibly is coming off after suffering from cramp a moment or so ago. It is Kieran Hayes that is coming on for Ebal, so there'll be a slight reorganisation. Hayes will go into midfield. Ho Kang. Long ball over the top. Robertson gives chase, does well just to shepherd that one out of play. Good defending again from the South African. I think you can see why Jeonnam Dragons have struggled a little in the K-League at the moment. So they've only scored 8 goals in 10 games. Have only conceded 9, so good defensively, but not really much up front for them at the moment, I think is the story of their season. And that's just following here. Hartman's just taken a knock off the ball. Ho Kang. Planner. Juraboev. Bugas. Nice little flick to Minigishi. Hartman bundled over by Hee-song. Be 1 or 2 tired legs out there now at this stage of the game. The heat does sap the energy here. Ott. No, too much on that. That'll be Dassault's all day long. Hojin. Hee-song. 4 changes made now by Jeonnam Dragons. There's a player down injured. It's Sato, I think, that stayed down. And just overstretched a little bit there, Sato, as he tried to get that one. Just clipped Bugas. So Jeonnam Dragons have got a corner. They haven't, as we say, really threatened with any of their set pieces so far. Plano it'll be once again. They have got Kasharava, the big man to aim for, but that's a real wayward one that time from Plano. That's going to go all the way out for throw on the other side. Even Kyu Hyuk couldn't keep that one in. Lingbo with the throw. Sato brought down by Lingbo, so it will be another free kick to Jeonnam Dragons, who have had more of the ball in the game, 65%, just a fractured under 65% possession the Koreans have had during the course of the match. Another free kick that's hit long, headed back by Plana. Player down injured in the penalty area. It's another cramp, I think, for Hartman this time. Still got 2 changes left to make if he wishes, Jason, with. One or two BG Pathum United fans have stayed to watch this second match. They'll be confident their side can make it through again. Another double change about to come for United City. Andreas Eswein. He's one that's going to come on. And the other one is Ivan Owano. So Mike Ott, the captain, is going off to be replaced by Eswein. Hartman will take over the captain's armband. And Sendra is the other player going off for Owano. So that is all 5 changes made now for United City FC. We can see Hartman and Sendra rather come off. Not Hartman. But you could see the atmosphere there, just telling the substitutes to keep going. They'll take a point. They've got just over 7 minutes to hang on, which will leave the group finally poised with all the teams on a point after the opening matches. Ho Kang. Plana. Nicely done. Bugas just committed himself and allowed Plana to race into a little bit of space. Good play by Robertson to get the block in. Sato. Ho Kang. Taewon. Hugh Hyuk forward to take the throw. Hartman. First yellow card of the game goes to the substitute who's just come on, Andreas Eiswein. Another player who was born in Germany, played a lot of his youth career in Germany before moving to the Philippines. He's got a brother, Kevin, who played for Karlsruhe and TSG Hoffenheim. Eiswein goes into the book. First yellow card of the evening, though, coming in the 85th minute. Oh, Jin looks to be okay. Looks to... he's one of those, I think, where the legs came round and just twisted the knee. Hopefully he'll be able to run that one off. Sato once again over the free kick. And it's headed back across. Pintus came out. It was headed away before it got to him. Robertson's header away. Given away to Plana. Good tackle. Took that cleanly, had to as well. Juraboev. Bugas. Plana putting Bugas under pressure. Plana again has had Jeonnam's best chance in the second half. Headed away again before he could reach the goalkeeper. Volleyed away by Minigishi. Ho Kang. Kashirava. Well, here's a chance now. Plana! And it's opened up. And a late winner surely now for Jeonnam Dragons. And United City FC couldn't hold on in the end. And Leonard Plana, the Kosovan, gets another goal. 2 in the league, and now he gets a goal in the AFC Champions League to break United City's hearts in this opening game, because they were hanging on for a point. And all of a sudden, that pressure, that extra possession has just told. Nobody picked him up in the middle. And the man who was denied by Pintus, the goalkeeper, earlier on, finally gets the breakthrough. And Jeonnam Dragons lead by 1-0. And that could be the goal that gives them 3 points, that puts them top of the group after the opening game. Take nothing away from the finish. Robertson has been immense at the back, particularly in the second half, but even he could do nothing about that. Ho Jin, Juraboev putting him under pressure. Is there still a twist to come in this, I wonder? Should just liven up the final couple of minutes, that goal. Well, his side had showed good resilience, Jason, within getting to this point by not conceding a goal. Minagishi. Juraboev. Threaded through to Hayes, pushed out wide. That's a poor ball in. Had a bit more time there. Juraboev. Well, a little bit frustrated, you can see. Another change coming up. Planner is coming off, having scored that goal. He's going to be replaced by Jeonnam. Well, job done at the moment. Delighted to get that goal. Hartman. Too high for Owano. It's coming over his shoulder. He didn't really have a chance of bringing that down anyway. Well, those Korean supporters will be pleased. It's taken their side a long time to get the goal. Minutes added time then at the end of the game. Owano was the intended target, but Taiwan had the run covered. Juraboev. Hisong. Jeonnam. Probably just try and keep this one in the corner now. Jeonnam Dragons, and we'll get a free kick here, which will help that time tick down to around about the halfway point, you would think, of the stoppage time. Kasharava will just run the ball into the corner flag. Robertson was there, that goes out off Minagishi. Just a reminder, these sides in action again on Monday. Melbourne City against United City FC and Jeonnam Dragons against BG Pathum United. Offside this time, so free kick to United City. Can they get this one down and create something? Hisong. Bouncing awkwardly for Dasol hasn't had too much to do in the second half, the Korean goalkeeper. Nicely taken on the chest by Hee-sung. And there goes the whistle. The Koreans take the points, that late winner, to finally break down the resistance of United City FC. Leonard Planner from over the Kosovan rather, getting the goal, finding himself in space in the penalty area. It was a good finish, and they worked hard in that second half, the Koreans. Take nothing away from United City, though, who were resilient with their defending. But in the end, the pressure told, and they will need to regroup ahead of their next game, which tough games coming up. But it is the points that go to Jeonnam Dragons after the opening game in Group G. And they will sit top of the group after the other game was drawn earlier on. And the full-time whistle, it's finished United City FC 0, Jeonnam Dragons 1.